Wham, wham. Bruh, get that out of my face, bruh. Thank you. What's going on, everybody? I'm your host, Richard Burns. You are at the Solomon Project, where it's not how much you make, it's how much you keep that counts. Go ahead and finish. Let me throw this up. Hey, Lucy, what's going on? Oh, came at the right time, girl. Check out the bling. Representing, yo. You know what? Matter of fact, let me do a quick matter of fact, cause matter of fact, let me take this off, man. Cause you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, let's go back to this thing. Yeah, girl. You know, I had to represent to the fullest, bringing it back. Remember back in the days? This is, you know what I'm saying? Your local non-prescription assistance to people who like to self-medicate. You know, they used to like to sport this thing. And by the way, I put up the link. You can come in whenever you want. Really, you're good to go. You know, you got the green light. You're from the old neighborhood. You got the blessings, girl. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to come in, bingo, bango, you know, all that good stuff. But yeah, I'm waiting on. Hopefully the professor, aka Tara Helms. Hopefully the professor will get the notification. She says she doesn't get the notification, but this is Whip It Out Wednesday. You know, this is you know what I'm saying? Yeah, come on up. The thing is right there. Don't even sweat it. We can go old school on this thing. Can you see it? You see the thing right there? Hold up. I'm about to self medicate right now. Okay. Ooh, I got that odium. I got that different type of odium going on right now. But it's kicking. It's got it, but it's unsweet. Okay, it's unsweet. We ain't fooling around with that sugar. Don't eat the sugar. My homeboy from my Nigeria used to tell me the sugar is no good for you. Don't eat the sugar. So I said, okay, my man. If you said don't eat it, I'm not gonna eat it. I'm gonna leave it alone. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the professor, man. Oh my goodness, Lucy, did you disappear on me? What happened? What happened? What happened? Check it out. Check it out, party people, and the place to be. I'm gonna do it just a little bit different. Let me take the notification down to vibrate and not to you know oh damn, not to um go making sounds while I'm over here breaking things down. So let's change the okay no. So no, we're on vibro mode right now. So we's good. We's good. There you go. See, all right. There you
Turn my
go.
camera off. There you go.
Okay, okay, okay. How you doing, Lucy?
I'm okay, just chilling here at the house with my son.
Okay, okay. Are you on the East Coast?
Hold on, I think I gotta mute something over here.
Oh, okay. I'm about to take a blast while you do that. Okay.
First of all, how is my volume? Cause like, so, like, I tend to talk a little bit too loud sometimes.
No, no, no. Your volume is perfect. Let me tell you. Everybody's gonna love the volume. I hope my volume is okay. Yours is perfect. I'm gonna take a quick blast while. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, it's fine. Well, what you got in that cup? What's in that cup?
Yo, that was like what? That's the odium right there. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it so I can show it to you. Look, there it is. It's got if it's got caffeine, I call it odium. That's how it works. Odium is from the series.
Oh, okay, okay. I see it now.
You saw it. Odium is from
Is
the
that like a
series.
fermented drink?
No, it's tea. It's tea. Iced tea. Unsweet though, right? Because we don't do the sugar.
Okay.
We don't be doing the sugar. That sugar no good. That's what my homeboy from Nigeria told me. So
Right, right.
don't eat the sugar. Yeah.
I'm
So
still working on that. Like I am trying to work on. Oh, I'm trying to work on not drinking soda and juice.
Ooh, but you drink the soda with the sugar or the diet soda? Huh? What happened? Did I lose you?
I mean, it's no sense in you drinking soda without sugar. It's no
Oh,
sense in you drinking.
okay,
I'm here. Can you hear
okay.
me?
Yeah, I hear you perfectly. I'm laughing because of what you said. What's the purpose of drinking the soda if it ain't got the sugar? The sugar. Look,
Exactly. That's the whole point of me drinking the soda for the gas
Lucy,
and the sugar. Like, what are we doing here?
that's kind of crazy, right? Makes no sense. Um, Lucy, where's your family from? Are they from Puerto Rico?
I'm Dominican.
You're Dominican for real?
Mm-hmm.
Stop playing. Don't play with me, girl.
Hmm?
You crazy? Are you crazy? Don't play with me. What?
I'm serious. I'm Dominican. Well, yeah, my parents are Dominican.
From where?
I'm serious.
From where? From where? What part of Dominican Republic?
So my father, right? He's from the capital, and then my mother is from Santiago.
Oh, you got the South and North mix right there.
Hmm.
Yeah. That. What's your father's last name? If you can tell me.
Nah, I don't know, cause on YouTube is you gotta be careful with that.
Okay, okay, okay. Well, my family's from Asua and Bani, and I got some.
Oh, okay. Oh, Banilejo. Yeah, yeah. Like the
Yeah,
people from Bani are very popular here because they all own bodegas.
yeah, exactly. Supermarkets and bodegas. Yeah,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
and they got this reputation. They say they call them siembra hielo because yo, they won't spend not a penny, man. These people are hard as
Yes,
hell.
that's facts. Like how we say que no se beben la soda para no miarla.
Yeah, they're exactly like that. And let me tell you, so there were a couple of occasions. One time on Webster Avenue,
Mm-hmm.
there's this restaurant on Webster, and let me see, I forget exactly where, but it was on Webster. Not the one by the highway, not the
Like
one
that.
by.
And let me tell you, shit, let me go with this. Hold on. Webster Avenue, you said?
Yeah, but not the one by the Cross Bronx. Not that restaurant, El Mal Atlántico, whatever the hell the name of that restaurant is. Not
Oh
there. A
yeah,
little
yeah,
further
yeah, yeah.
down. Yeah, a little further
Um,
down.
like by
There's a
where the
restaurant.
KFC is at?
Further down from that.
Further
South,
down?
going south. Yeah, going toward 168, 161st,
Yeah,
going
that's
in
the
that direction.
KFC is going down the south.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is? Yeah, so my
Mm-hmm.
memory's not that good, but check
By
this
the
out.
McDonald's,
So
right?
I'm
Because you
I'm
know
up
that
in
there's a
there and
McDonald's there
there's
too.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Mm-hmm.
so. So they're celebrating some dude's birthday. So I go up to the dude behind the counter, the bartender. And I
Mm-hmm.
asked him, I asked the dude's last name. He said Nunez, and I said Nunez, that's my family, man. Where's he from? He said Fundación Bani. I said what? Yo, that's my family. Yo, that dude's related to me. Yo, he laughed in my face, Lucy. He
Get
laughed
out
in
of
my
here.
face. Laughed at me. He looked at me and said, "Nah, bro, you ain't you ain't related to them. Those people are white with green and blue eyes, man. Look at you."
Yeah,
I said,
for the most part, the people from Bani, yes, they are. But I mean, you know that in the Dominican, we have all colors, all shapes and sizes everywhere,
right,
everywhere, everywhere.
right.
Like
But
that.
my
That
grandmother,
was very ignorant. That was a very ignorant comment to say that.
well, that's because he's from the town right next door to them, and that's what he saw. But what he didn't know was that my grandmother, my father's mother, who is part of that side of the on that side of the family, you know, if you would never tell that was my grandmother. I don't look anything like my grandmother. My grandmother looks like a glass of milk with blue eyes. That's what she looked like.
Yeah, actually, you know what? My great grandmother, that's the same case. She was she comes from the, ¿cómo se dice? Ella es española, my great
Right,
grandmother. And then
right,
my great grandfather, he's the one that was, a little darker skin, with a little coarser hair. But
right,
there's that, and that's the only, because it's funny you mentioned that, right? Because okay, my mom has a big family, right? There are 14
right.
brothers and sisters, and my
Mother,
mom,
14 kids. I'm number
yes,
14. What a
14.
coincidence. What's going on, Element C 137? How you doing, my brother?
That's my brother
Yeah.
Rich right there. So yeah, so out of the 14 kids, my mom and like her youngest sister, they're
Yup.
like the only ones that are lighter skin. Everyone else is, like caramel, like all types of shades.
Right. Right. Let me tell you something. I got members of my family that are extra dark, like my cousin Fatima.
Right.
Yo, yo, Fatima. Woof. Extra dark.
Right, and then the thing is, right, that we're all first cousins, and everyone is
Yeah.
everyone is brother and sis, brothers by mother and father, and everyone, like, you have every shade in the freaking rainbow.
Every
A lot of people don't
shade.
believe it, but it's the truth. Like, it's a fact.
Every shade. Hold up.
Hmm.
I'm put up a picture of my daughter right now. I'll put it to you. Look, I'll put it to you this way.
You got to
My
be careful
daughter.
with your privacy on here. You hear me? Because people
Yeah.
could get weird sometimes. So you got to be very weird. I mean, very careful what you share on here.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope. I hope. So, do you think I shouldn't show the picture of my daughter?
Nah, no, no, don't do
All
that.
right. I won't show it. I
Yeah,
won't
don't
show it.
show like don't show too much stuff of your private life, because folks
All
could get
right. So
very weird on here.
what I will tell you is that if it was just me holding my daughter, carrying her, walking out of a supermarket, somebody might call the cops on me because
Wow.
she don't look like me. She don't look nothing like me. They'll call the cops on me. They'll think I'm
Right.
abducting
Yeah,
a
I
child.
believe you. We're a very diverse like country. There's just
Yeah.
so much of everything. Yep. That's why, like,
Uh,
it gets me a little upset when some people, like, sometimes they'll say, "Oh, you're Dominican. You don't look Dominican." Because once I start talking in Spanish, they're like, "Oh, pero tú no pareces dominicana," and I'm like, "Well, what does a Dominican look like?
yeah.
What are you talking about?
Exactly.
What are you
It's
talking about?"
non-specific. You can't.
That's
You
like,
can't
those are like
specify.
very ignorant comments. Yeah, you can't like pinpoint. Oh, you're like and you can't do that for anyone. So once someone hits me with that, I'm like, yeah, I don't even want to conversate with you anymore.
Get out.
Yeah, because you don't think that's ignorant? Like, you don't look Dominican, or like that's my question. Like, okay, so what does that specific? What do they look like? Like, what are you talking about?
Right. Right.
You know.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. Before I say anything else, I have to apologize to the professor, aka Tara Helms. How did you know her anyway? How did you get to know her?
We frequent a chat, and it's like we're like the
Oh,
only two females. Oh no, we're not the only two females, but we're like it's like four females. It's mainly men over there. So
right.
we go there and rock out. The guys are very respectful to us, very nice, and like that's we just started in the chat, and then we just subscribe to each other, and then here we go, we're rocking out.
Oh, noise, noise. Hey, Rich,
Mm-hmm.
thank you, brother, Rich, for that. Um, yeah, he's saying that these people are animals and they'll
You
take my
man.
privacy. Yeah, okay.
Yep, you can be. That's why I didn't want to tell you my last name when you asked me earlier. And it's
Right,
not
right,
it's
right. I
not
got
anything
you.
against you. It's
No,
just
no,
in
no. I understand
general.
100%. I
Because you never
understand
know who's
100%.
watching. You never know who's watching on here. People record. People do all type of crazy, weird stuff on here.
You
Like it's
see,
ridiculous.
that's why I stopped wearing my thongs on backwards and coming on the show for that reason. Yeah. So yeah, I have to apologize to the I call her the professor. Okay, I have to apologize to her. I've been lying to her. I've been lying to her.
About what? Ooh,
Uh,
she gonna kick your butt.
yeah, she is. She's gonna put a hurting on me because she's getting ready to sell her soap, right?
Uh-huh.
And I've been telling her that I've been taking showers without using soap.
Okay.
So that's a lie. I've been using soap and I've been cheating on her with this.
What's that?
That's soap.
But I mean, you have to bathe with soap. If not, you're gonna be walking around here funkier than a trash can.
Yeah, but I've been telling her that I haven't been using soap. Waiting for her soap. I said I have been using it. So and it's abrasive. It's abrasive because it's exfoliating. So I'm actually removing dead skin cells from the surface.
Well, just be careful because like the skin is very delicate, and sometimes those soap, I can't use soap like that because that type of soap right there is gonna make me break out. I have to use guava soap.
Wow, what?
Yes, that's the only soap that I can shower with that does not make me, because I have like real bad eczema, so I gotta stay on top of it.
Yo,
So
guava's
yeah,
legit.
I know it is. That's
Where do
the
you get it
that's
from? Do you order it
they
from
sell
back
that.
home?
Hell no, man! Come on, I'm in the hood. They sell that in the bodega. They sell that shit everywhere.
What? I'm gonna take another hit. I'm gonna take another hit to that for that one.
Salud.
Oh my god, this is the strong stuff.
I see.
Oh, she's here.
She's here. I see
Oh, don't tell her what I said. Don't tell her. Oh, Professor, did you hear my confession? You coming up at least for a couple of seconds? I mean, I'm fine. I'm fine now. But did you hear my confession? Huh? Professor, I've been cheating on you. My apologies. I've been lying and cheating to you. Look, I have been using soap, and I'm sorry, but your soap comes first, okay? So when that soap comes out, I'm not.
He said game over.
I'm drop A. When your soap comes out, I'm dropping this, and I'm using yours, okay? Please don't hold it against me. What did she say? Because I got salt in my eyes. Oh, take a
She said,
shower.
take a shower.
Oh, damn. Okay. What? Not once every 2 weeks? You wanted me to do it more often?
Yeah, like twice a day. That would help. That would be
Oh
very good.
yeah.
Twice a day. Yes, sir. Especially in the summertime. Well, I don't know what coast you're in, but
I
either one is hot
find
right
it
now anyway.
summertime. Listen, it's so hot right now where I'm at, and I have no AC. No AC.
What? How, Sway?
Girl, let me tell you. Um, the struggle is real. Okay. Um, right now I'm sweating, but I ain't sweating bullets. I'm sweating arsenals. I'm sweating missiles. Yo, I'm sweating ordnance.
That's bad.
Yo, Rich got my back. See, one every 2 weeks. That's my homeboy right there. See, he's keeping it real. That's
Oh hell no, Rich. Hell no.
that's true masculinity. That is true. Oh, you
So
notice
so
that?
so so y'all are just gonna walk around like two funky trash cans, huh?
Stankin'. Straight up stankin'. Hey, that's how the that's how the that's how the musk gets out. You know, you gotta
Nobody's trying to smell that. Nope. Nobody try to smell that. Mm-mm.
that's where
You could
that's where
keep that to
the
yourself.
pheromones come out.
Hell
You know,
no.
that's what the pheromone, that's what really gets them. Yeah. I mean, listen, you have no idea how many females I attract when I don't shower. I mean, granted they have four legs,
I
but
know you lying.
that's besides the point. So what, they got four legs and they got a lot of hair all over their body and they live in the woods. It ain't,
At least they're
hey,
females, right?
right, right. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Oh,
Primal
oh
scent.
shit.
Yo, the professor says I'm capping. Oh man, okay. See, that's how we get down. You know how we get down? The opposite of how we get up. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
obviously, right.
Yo, we just keeping it real. That's all. All right, here we here we go, guys. I'm gonna get this out of the way real quick. I don't want the professor to leave without hearing this, because this is what Whip It Out Wednesday is all about. Okay, Whip It Out Wednesday. So I've got AJ and CJ. They both have their accounts, and we're gonna see where AJ is at right now. AJ is currently at 1,785. Okay, so AJ is putting in $35 a week into his account, and the way he does it, there's no way of getting around it. It's automatic. So once Friday comes, that money's getting transferred. He doesn't have to think about it. It's automatic. Bing, bing, bing. And here's here's CJ's. CJ is now, he's caught up. He's now at $1,901 now. So he has surpassed AJ. But CJ is depositing $100 a week, and AJ is depositing $35 a week. AJ's account has 6 different corporations. CJ only has 3 different corporations. Doesn't matter. The most important thing about it is the fact that they're diversified. So if any one thing happens to one of their corporations, they're still they're still in the game because they're not losing out. Here's AJ's income for the year. The expected income for the year is at $123.87. The expected amount that we calculated, being an increase on a weekly basis of $1 a week, should be at 129 by the end of the year, but we are already at 123. Sorry, I'm getting all the boring stuff out of the way first, and then we can talk about this stuff if you want to further. So there it is. AJ and CJ are both very content. You know what? I'm curious, and I wonder if everybody else is curious here too. What's the average amount that people have saved? What is I'm gonna ask Giggles what the average amount is. Uh, what is the average amount? Um,
I'm gonna drop down, okay?
you are
Yeah, yeah. I'll be right back. I'll
okay.
let you know in the chat, okay?
Okay, thank you. I'll be right here. What average people have in savings? The professor saying less than 500 in savings. What's the average? Okay, let's go with this one. Let's see. The professor. What? What? This professor. Okay, Rich, you say less than 400. Yeah, something ain't right about this. This thing is talking about. Hold on, because these figures look crazy. 64,000? What are you, crazy? Well, check this out, okay? Market Watch? Market Watch is saying that Americans under 35, the median savings balance, not including retirement funds. Oh, the professor's here. Professor, this thing is saying $3,200.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe it either. I heard what you guys are saying. Less than 500, less than 400.
When you have people complaining about the fact that they got to buy backpacks and packs of paper for their kids for back to school, that stuff is a one time a year event and they're freaking out about it.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not criticizing people. What I am saying is that those expenses are not that high in comparison to other things. So how are they saving money? And especially number two, you got the one saying things like they'll max out credit cards for vacations for the summer.
People have been doing that.
Yeah, it just seems to me there's more credit card debt than there is savings.
Hell yeah. Credit card debt is through the roof. So I don't know where they're getting this figure from. They're bugging out.
Yep.
They're bugging out. Market Watch is bugging out. I don't. Those aren't the figures. I've seen figures, but in other places, and it's what you guys have been saying. $400 and $500.
That's not enough either, considering that when you look at these weather patterns, I got a funky feeling this is not going to be a good winter coming up.
How do you think it's going to go down?
I think we're going to see like what happened this year, where there's a whole lot of snow, a whole lot of power out.
Around your way?
Yes. The weather.
That's unusual.
Well, for us, yes.
Yeah, because your area doesn't get hit like that.
There's a lady I listen to called Sutton's Days on YouTube. Now, she believes that based on this election, which I don't like talking politics, there's going to probably be some political unrest. And she tells people to start at least building up water and a little bit of food because you just don't know.
Yeah, I heard that.
I never thought of it that way. I don't think it's going to happen, but you just don't know.
Yeah, I'm not. Oh, that was
I
you.
don't care either way because to me, none of those people serve any of us. That's just my thought on it. But the
Well,
weather,
yeah. Sorry.
no, it's okay. Go ahead.
Oh, so I've spoken about how politics works. Well, I summed it up. I didn't get all that specific, but the way it works is these politicians are jockeying to see who's the better marketer, because that's all they are. They're really just marketers. And if you're a good marketer, then the donors, they're going to dump money on you. But you already know you're being bought, right?
Yes.
If you're a politician, you're being bought. So depending on who's buying you, who's putting out the most cash, that's who you're going to be working for. You're not working for us. But there's so many people are under the impression that and it has a lot to do with the way they market themselves. You know, the talking points, how they express themselves. A lot of people are I guess under the belief that, wow, this person's here for me and my family. No, he's just telling you what you want to hear.
All of them are.
And then and then when it's time, once they're in, who are the donors?
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Who's their donors? Now the most curious donor that I've seen as of late is Elon Musk. This is the weirdest donation I've seen. He was committing, I think it was $45 million a month for Trump, which is, to me, absolutely crazy, because Trump is favored for the oil industry. Elon is on the opposite end of that spectrum. He's on the renewable energy. So I don't understand what is it that Elon is trying to achieve with that, because
Democrats are known, at least in public, for wanting to take a lot of money from rich people. That's where I think that stems from. I tell people, y'all have got to go research Elon Musk. This man grew up in apartheid South Africa.
yes, and he is what he is.
And he is what he is. Why do you
Yes,
think
he
all these
is.
lawsuits coming from Black Americans?
Oh, yeah, for not paying his employees and other stuff, other fun-loving stuff.
He grew up with a hatred of Black people. Y'all really thought that was going to change? Change is something you have to want. I don't trust Elon Musk. When that guy first started coming on the scene, people made a big deal out of him, and I didn't see the appeal.
I never bought a Tesla share in my life.
Neither have I, and don't plan to.
No, and he's been playing people. He's been playing people. I was
think
gonna do a whole thing on the psychological dynamics behind how Wall Street individuals like Elon and their fans, how they come on their fans, how they come on YouTube and pump their stock and all that other crazy stuff. Psst, listen, that dude.
But your Whip It Out Wednesdays are very important. People need to understand, if you can save something, you need to be saving. Look, I know you can't save yourself to wealth. I get that concept. But you better save yourself to emergencies, though.
Well, okay, so I don't remember much of what happened during the Carter administration and the oil embargo against the United States and the long lines. But of course, I was alive for that. I must have been about maybe 10 years old when that went down. But I do remember, I definitely remember 87. So I went through 87. I went through the 2008, of course. I went through all that. I don't forget.
28. Yeah, 28 in 2008. By that time, I was old enough to understand that this is going to come for us again. So we better
Yeah.
start getting better with savings and things.
Heck, the economy's move in cycles.
Yep.
They move in cycles. So there are going to be times when it's up, and there's going to be times when it's down. The question is, are you going to forget when it was down? Are you going to forget what it was like? And when it goes back up, you just carry on like nothing ever happened and don't prepare yourself for the next downturn, because there's always going to be a downturn.
Yep.
So it's interesting if you ever encountered someone who's had a conversation with somebody who lived through the Depression, those people did not forget.
You remember that older lady who died in 2013? Well, I should have said, I can't say unalived because she went of natural causes. Her
Right.
channel on YouTube for the longest was one of the most popular, called Depression Era Cooking. And
I
for
never
each
saw that.
Yep, and for each dish, she'll tell you the origin of that dish and why they made it in those hard times. She passed away in her 90s. It's amazing what that woman could remember from that time because she was a little girl and she lived it.
Well, I guess the pain was that much.
Yep.
It must have been so painful that, how could you forget that?
Yep, she was trying to teach people what her moral of her story was: hard times are ebb and flow. It's going to come and go, and you're going to have to know how to cut back when it happens.
My man Rich is still with us. Thank you, Rich.
I wonder
Thank
where
you.
DeAndre is.
DeAndre, I think, is eating or making food or something. This is around the time he's thinking. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, because I ate a little bit before I jumped on, so I'm good with that.
I haven't eaten.
I took
I'm
off
gonna
work today because I was still having issues with my heart, so I just took off.
with your heart,
You
girl.
know, no, I mean, remember that salt issue I
Yeah,
had?
the salt. Yeah.
That.
Yup. Things got salty. Yup.
Yep.
Electrolytes, right? Is that what you were needing? Electrolytes?
Yes. But the
I'm not a
point
doctor,
is,
but I play one on TV. Yeah.
you're funny. The point is, you're correct about all this financial stuff. People come on this YouTube getting entertained. You better start creating something that'll make you some money.
And that will create cash. I mean, because the examples that I'm bringing on, and thank you for saying what you said, because the examples that I'm using are portfolios that generate income.
What I don't get is people will complain because at the end of the year, I'll start, maybe, I don't know if it's Robinhood or whatever. Because I already have a thrift savings plan through the government. People, for the same amount of money you're proposing, will go and eat fast food for that same amount in a week, or vending machines, but they're trying to convince themselves that they can't invest that little bit of money. I don't buy it.
It's not true. It's the way that we've been bombarded with propaganda and marketing.
That too.
Yeah, it's created it's created a population that is impulsive in their spending. They spend
That's the problem.
impulsively.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's impulsive. It's like the conversation that I had with a friend of mine. He tells me he can't walk into a Walmart just to look around and come out empty-handed. He has to buy something. I'm like, yo, why?
Why?
Did you ever ask yourself why? Why do you need to do that?
And they never
Well,
do.
no, but that's how it is. And then when and people upsell. You guys familiar with that term, upsell?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're being upsold constantly wherever we go. Okay? No, a hamburger is enough, thank you. No, but if you get the fries for an extra $1, that's all it is. It's just an extra $1. Well, it's an extra $1 more that you're spending that you didn't mean to spend.
And they're told, the workers, to tell you that. There have been times
Absolutely.
there have been times when I only wanted the fries, or I only want the burger and the soda, or the burger and a lemonade. And these people will go out of their way. Well, if you just add this, you'll
Are
tell
you
them.
sure?
Are you sure?
But this is so much better.
Yeah.
It's cheap if you add it on. No, it's not cheap
No,
if you add it on.
That's just
You're adding a cost.
cost. Yeah.
Yeah, they do that in the insurance world, even in the investment world. Forget it. They wanted me upselling everything. Everything. Look at that. See? Even Rich knows. Mandatory to upsell.
This is why a lot of people don't tune in and listen to you, I think. And I'm not saying this to be mean. I think a lot of people just don't want the truth because it's easy to live a fairy tale.
Believe me, Professor. Believe me. I'm I'm a realist. I know that that's the case. I know that's the case. This stuff is boring. Hey, what I present here is boring. Long-term investments, that's boring because I'm not telling anybody. I'm not telling anybody what shares I have. So right there, that's a strike. Another thing I don't tell people is I'm gonna make you rich overnight.
Like a
That's
lot
what
of
they want to
people,
hear.
a lot of
Yeah.
people going after a certain YouTuber that made millions like that. I won't say his name because I'm on your live.
No, you
But
can say it. I'm not worried about it.
for
Hey,
example, look, I don't know this guy that well. I listened, and some of the stuff he sounds good, Graham Stephan,
yeah, but he got put on blast.
but he's getting put on blast constantly.
CoffeeZilla is putting him on blast.
I'm a sub to CoffeeZilla. If you see the way he breaks down these scams, him and Spencer Cornelia, because Spencer Cornelia has been
He's
sued.
another one.
You
I'm
know,
subscribed to both of them. I enjoy their content.
but see,
It makes
Spencer,
me, yeah, it makes me feel good because, hey,
but Spencer Cornelia has been sued, but most those people, okay,
yeah,
most those people have had to throw out those lawsuits because once you come with the receipts in court, people
it
don't
might
give a
it'll
damn.
backfire.
He right about that statement below. People don't care about stuff that can help them until it's too late. But if you go
Yeah,
look up 20, 30 predictions African American, it ain't looking good for most of for people who aren't like us on this live. Those
no,
those stats don't pertain to all black people, okay, in this country. That's a misconception. But the ones of us who do care, we're gonna go through this thing not as bad as the ones who aren't doing anything. This is no joke.
exactly. It's not a joke. It's not a joke.
They're giving y'all warnings because 2030 and after that it's going to get terrible.
Flame on.
Re-
Watch.
Remember all these service jobs that mostly our people work in this country, like fast food? Why do you think they're automating? Connect these dots. You're being replaced.
Listen, I okay. Back to Elon,
Yeah,
right? He's got
yeah,
all
let's do.
he's got all these fanboys and fangirls. Oh, he's doing AI. Oh, he's doing the robot taxi. Folks, wake up. He's introducing things that most corporations would absolutely love. And what's that? To eliminate one of the largest cost burdens that they have, and that's labor.
Because
Okay?
a robot doesn't take sick days. It may break down, but you just have to have the technicians to fix it. But what
How
didn't
many technicians are you gonna need? You ain't gonna need that many.
That's what I'm saying, and people are missing this.
Well, why did corporations leave here? To reduce their labor costs.
Like
That's why
John,
they left.
like John Deere.
John Deere, where they go? Mexico, right?
Yes,
Gonna reduce the labor costs.
I'm just
So
saying. All of us on this live, and I didn't mean to cut you off right
no,
now.
you're fine.
5 years from now, we're gonna remember this live when all of us have positioned ourselves in a place where we were prepared for this automation takeover. And other people are gonna sit back and be like, well, complaining. They're allowing you to complain because they're just gonna know who to put in cheap housing and get out the way. Look at what's called a master planned community. Do you know what that is?
If it's anything like what I suspect it is, it's something like the projects in New York City.
It's that in reverse where they're building these beautiful community homes. Some gonna have beaches, some will have parks, and some will have stores. Think about it, why all these stores are closed, and they're going to rebuild some of those stores in master planned communities, and those are going to be nice places to live. Just go look this up. I don't even have to tell you, I can see based on the schematics. In the future, if you don't belong somewhere, you're going to stick out right away, and it's just going to be easier to arrest you and take
Did you
care
ever,
of you.
did you ever see that movie? Because this is what it's starting to sound like to me. There was a movie, and I forget who the main actor was, but the whole point was that in order for you to go from one location to another, you had to have a certain either credential or a certain amount of credits to be able to enter certain areas, and you had to build those credits. I forget what the name of that movie was,
I know
but
what
it
you're
was
talking about,
fascinating. You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
but
Yeah.
look at his comment at the bottom. If that's a
Yep.
high end condo, that's what they're going to do. They're going to start putting grocery stores in them. People, ask any person that, and this is where his statement is profound. Ask any person at Target if you will ever catch them in a Walmart and see what they say.
Hmm.
There's a stark difference between the type of person that shops at Target and the type that shops at Walmart. There's stark differences between the two.
Yeah. The Target crowd, they're like middle class,
Or upper middle class.
upper middle. Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
All of these
And
things correlate. Go ahead. I want you to make your point.
no, I was just going to say that at Walmart, the very people that go shopping there are the first ones complaining about the Chinese bringing in their products. They're ridiculous. These people are ridiculous.
Yep. Some of that crowd's the very crowd that complains about like minimum wage and stuff. But look at the mess Gavin Newsom has made of California now.
That place
To
is a
where
wreck.
when insurance companies, well-known insurance companies, leave your state, you need to be afraid.
Florida's like that too. Florida had a mass exodus of insurance companies.
You have to go into Target to get into the apartments.
Yeah, probably.
Now you know they did that on purpose, but still, think about it. All these businesses that are getting, because I'm looking at NYC, there's a white guy, Cash
Oh,
Jordan.
NYC. God,
There's a white guy,
NYC.
Cash Jordan, that shows you all of these stores that keep closing, but then he showed these new and up and coming apartments where they're building these nice restaurants. If you don't have certain credit score, you don't
Oh,
contribute to society, it's about to be a wrap for you.
listen, I was living in the Upper West Side just before they started gentrifying. Just before. And let
Yep.
me tell you something. They had some apartments there. They were the size of walk-in closets, and they wanted to charge $2,000 for those suckers.
Oh yeah,
What?
That's NYC.
Yeah, absolutely crazy.
But you
Oh
have to
yeah.
look at that. If you have time, look up master planned communities. It's
Shoot, I could do that right now. Master plan communities.
it's not ghettos, it's the reverse of that. Only certain type of people are going to be able to get in.
Master planned communities.
I don't understand why when you try to help our own people, Black Americans, why they want to shoot you down, cuss you out, call you everything but a child of God. We're trying to tell y'all about this. Connect these dang dots. Why do you think that you know what I'm saying? The police arrest more white people per capita than any race in this country, but they always put you on the news. Connect these dots. The stats show that we don't make up the most arrests, but they only
Oh,
want to highlight you. Why is that? Propaganda is a strong tool.
oh, it's tremendous. It's tremendous. And it doesn't matter what your level of education is, they'll get you.
Yeah, especially if you're not of strong mind and won't do your own research.
Oh, they'll get you.
We as a people have got to start waking up and building some type of something. There it is.
There it is.
Do you see how pristine it is? You're gonna
Oh,
have to,
it's
yeah, certain things to fit in.
master plan communities, frequently referred to as MPCs, are large, custom built residential communities. Not house. They didn't say a house. They didn't say custom built house. They said a custom built community. There you go, Professor.
Yep.
They are typically built by a single developer and include plenty of recreational amenities for residents. So they're trying to box people in, or they're trying to create something where others can't get in. We don't want the others here. We don't want the others. The question is anybody asking who the others are?
That's what I'm getting at.
Lack of knowledge. There it is. There it is, Rich.
That plays a role, but I think some black people are comfortable being ignorant. Like because they think something should be handed to them. And again, I told you on the last live I jumped on, which was the first one I ever jumped on. I have nothing against reparations, but you need to hold your breath and not wait just on that. You need a plan B.
Can't wait.
Yep, you can't wait in case they never pay those out.
There it is, Rich. An gated community, huh? An gated. And of course, the police will patrol these places differently from the way they patrol the hood.
See, you're already catching on to what I'm saying. And
absolutely.
I know this because this is happening in North Alabama where I was born and raised. And I didn't catch it until Erica Williams' Classy Climb broke it down. I said, oh my goodness. And now when you look at it, apartment rents in that area are becoming as expensive as what we pay in Washington State, when Washington is a lot more expensive than Alabama. And they know them folk on that $7.25 an hour minimum wage in Alabama can't afford that. What's going on?
What's going on? What's going on is in order for you to get the invite, it's like you said, what's your credit score? And you know what? This credit score thing, it never used to be like that back in the 70s.
Well, no.
But they caught on. Now they can discriminate according to your credit score because anything can happen. But now they got something that they can use to discriminate with on a class basis. And they didn't stop. They didn't end it by purchasing a home. If you wanted to get a mortgage, yeah, they're going to check your credit score, but they didn't stop there. Now, if you want to purchase a car, depending on your credit score, they're going to determine what kind of interest you're going to pay. In other words, they're going to make it harder for you. And then that wasn't enough. Let's go to apartments now.
Oh,
you got to have a certain, yeah. Then from apartments, employers are using credit scores to determine whether or not you're worth. Well, actually, they're not determining whether you're worthy or not. They want to see whether or not they can have leverage over you, because if your credit score is low, that means you got debts. And if you got debts, well, guess what? You're going to be compliant. When we tell you to kiss our butt, you're going to kiss it, because if you don't, we're going to fire you. And how is it going to be for you to try to get another job within whatever time span you need to pay your debts? Kiss my butt.
That's why most states are at will employment. They can just fire you on the spot without any reason. People don't connect dots.
No, they're not. They're not connecting dots.
Only in the federal government where I work, after you get past a certain probation, you are not that easy to get rid of. You literally have to go out in your personal time and unalive somebody or do grand larceny or something major for them to walk you.
But they got that probationary period. They can snatch you up for anything.
They can, except like in my case, if you are a veteran, it's very hard, even in a probation. You can be fired as a vet, even out of probation, but it's
Well,
next to
that's a blessing.
and a
That's a
curse.
blessing.
Because I've worked with some veterans that are pieces of crap and don't do their work.
Oh, that's the yeah. Okay, that's
And
the
they
curse.
hide behind the I'm a vet, so you can't get rid of me no way, in any kind of way. That's when it gets ugly. They got that status, so then they're going to show up and collect the easy paycheck, and everybody else, vet or non-vet, has to pick up the slack. I've seen it too many times.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yep.
That's rough.
But yeah, these master plan communities, this stuff is happening right before people's eyes. Why you think these people are evicting in large numbers? Now you see mass evictions in trailer parks. Go look this up, where they're demolishing trailer parks. And
HOAs. Oh yeah, they're gonna. Oh yeah. Listen.
it's evil. But before I let you, I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead.
They are mostly demolishing the ones out here in the West right now, where Hispanics that cannot speak English reside.
Whoa. Here we go. They bury their heads in the sand. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Richard. This is scary for some people.
But it's gonna happen. It used to scare me, but I had to start praying about it and accepting it for what it is.
And preparing. You can prepare.
Yeah. It scared the crap out of me a couple of years ago, to where I'd get sick, but I realized, no, I gotta snap out of this and get prepared.
Yeah, you can prepare. You can't. Okay, I know it's hard. I know it's very hard. But changing a person's mindset is where it's got to begin. Changing a person's mindset so that you can reduce and eventually eliminate this impulse to just spend money on anything. Because money is power. It's not the ultimate power. Let's not get crazy. But it is power nonetheless. It is power, and people are willfully just giving up this power like it's crazy. No. Try to retain some. Let some of that power create more power. That's what gives you the leverage. That's what gives you the protect. Look, okay? I've been arrested and processed at least 4 times, and I was broke like a joke. And because of that, it was hard to state my case. I couldn't afford an attorney. So I learned my lesson. So the money is necessary for you to have leverage in the courts, in hospitals for healthcare, in banking. Like it or not, because I hear people say it all the time. Money isn't everything. Money. And then they just give it up.
Yep, I used to be one of those stupid people.
And then they just give it up. And then before you know it, you find yourself in a jam. If you have a business, which you have one now, Professor, you may not see it as often. Well, I'll just pray so that you don't ever see it. But in this industry, in the trucking industry, it's up in your face. You are a target. You're driving with a target on you. There are people that know the type of money that this industry generates, and they're looking for any excuse to get themselves jammed up with a truck however they can so that they can sue the company. And those lawsuits add up and they become very expensive. There are people that have actually filed claim for damages to their vehicles that were never done by you. But they pull up alongside your truck, take a picture of the damage, take a picture of your truck. If your truck has a damage somewhere, they're gonna say that that's the damage that was caused by you.
Wow.
One truck driver that I know, he was driving on the highway. This guy got off the exit, but he changed his mind and went to get back on. And when he went to get back on, he got in front of the guy I know. So the guy, of course, slammed on his brakes, but trucks don't stop like cars do, and he wound up bumping the dude from behind. Not a big bump. If I remember correctly, there was practically no damage, maybe a scratch, that's it. But of course he pulls over, the guy in the car pulls over, he comes out, you are in trouble. Why do you say I'm in trouble? Because you hit me. Yeah, but I hit you because of what you did. You were getting off the exit, you changed your mind, you didn't wait for me to go by, you just get in front of me and created a dangerous situation. I don't care. The law's on my side. And he's right. The law is on his side because as a professional driver, the judges are usually against you because they expect us because we have that title professional, we're not just responsible for our own driving, we have to be monitoring everybody else's driving in our immediate vicinity, and we have to adjust accordingly. So he said, nah, I know the law, or rather, I know how the courts are with you guys. I'm going to win this case. So I'm going to call the cop right now, and you're going to have to give up your information, and there we go. So before the guy I know walked away, he said, fine, no problem. But let me just let you know, before the cop gets here, I got a dash cam, and it recorded everything that happened here. What? I got a dash cam. Wait a minute, what do you mean you got a dash cam? I got a dash cam. Everything that happened here right now is recorded. And when the cop gets here, I'm going to show him the recording. And yes, we're going to go to court. No. Wait a second. Whoa. Let's talk about this. Now, these dash cams have been a blessing for us. However, when we didn't have dash cams, the amount of money that we were putting out, to defend ourselves was ridiculous. And if you ain't got that kind of money, you ain't got that kind of defense. Yeah, these lawyers sound real nice talking about the justice. Listen, justice has a price in this country. Justice has a price. Okay?
Okay.
So if anybody, you got to protect yourself. And you need money to do so. You need it. It's you want to go to a hospital because you're not feeling well? Okay, when you get to the people who are responsible for gathering your information and charging you, and you ain't got that money, let's see how you get treated. You need money to prevent getting sick, and the way you do that is foods that aren't contaminated with pesticides and all this other crazy stuff. But that's not cheap. That type of food is more expensive than your regular aisle 9 stuff in a box, processed, highly processed. So in order for you to prevent from getting sick, which is the key, prevention is the key. You got to lay out some money for some good food.
Facts.
Because the way they got it set up is for you to go to down 9 aisle 9 with the boxes of whatever, that you're going to consume that has been blasted with Roundup, and then all of a sudden you got some growths all inside your organs. What that is?
Cancer.
Yeah, it could very well be that. Easily. But guess what? It could be cancer. But the doctor could be lying to you too. Because the doctor's all about that cash money too.
Yeah, there's a doctor on YouTube that talks about that named Sunil Dan. He's an Indian guy that moved here from the United Kingdom to the United States. He tells you what brands of breads and everything to buy and not to buy.
Well, recently in New Jersey, a doctor was convicted because his elderly patients, he kept lying to them, saying that every spot they came in there with was cancer. So we got to get you tested. That's cash money right there. Oh, and by the way, every time you come in and visit, yeah, we got to test your blood pressure and all that. But you just did it last week. No, we got to do it again. Cha-ching. Okay. So you got insurance. So we're going to charge your insurance for another blood test that you already did like 18 times in 3 days. And every time we put up for one, cha-ching. Okay, well, this doctor, they come with a spot. Oh, we got to do a test. Test comes back, you're good. It's not malignant. It's benign. But guess what? Benign leads to B20. Yeah, because now he's lying to you, telling you, oh, yeah, no, you got to go through treatment. Yeah, the treatment's going to be like $30,000. But you got to do it. You want to live longer, don't you? You want a good quality of life, don't you? So once he's done with the treatment, guess what? They come back. Okay, it's looking. Oh, but wait a minute. What's that? What's that spot? What spot? You got another spot right there. The process all over again. Guess what? Cha-ching. The doctor made a fortune, but he finally got busted, convicted, to prison. But what does that tell you? The guy took a Hippocratic oath. I guess the Hippocratic oath ain't producing the cha-ching that he's looking for.
No.
So it's out there. Yeah, you got it. Just like what Rich said. He's growing his own fruits and vegetables.
But see what I'm saying in that last sentence, what you got up, it says these communities are sometimes known as green towns, garden cities, new towns, or neo-traditional communities. They're telling you that there's going to be green growth. Garden, you can deduce that to a lot of things. The point is they're going to be cleaner, healthier towns, but it's going to be an exclusivity. Only certain people can enter them.
Why? What's your credit score?
Yep.
Oh, no. Hey, I'm sorry. You're not qualified. I'm sorry. But there's another community that you can go. What? Toxic waste? Oh, that's not our problem. Sorry, but no, that's not our problem.
And that's what it is. This is why I said during COVID, people who could have paid a little to their landlord should have done so. They took that as carte blanche. And now these people put you out and you're talking about, we ain't got nowhere else to go and we have rights. I'm like, you need to read between the dotted lines of every line of your freaking lease that you sign.
Right.
Because once your signature go on that lease,
it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
And guess what? If you got an apartment in a housing complex or whatever community, condominium, whatever, they got the money. Again, back with the money. They got the money for the attorneys that will slay you, that will go and say, Your Honor, we don't give a damn. Look right here. They signed it.
Your signature speaks volumes. This is what I tell people. And this is why I push the ideal of research and reading. You can't just take people's word for stuff. These communities, they're telling you something with this stuff without actually telling you. But even amongst your poor whites, a lot of them just won't read between the lines. And even they're out trying to preserve their trailer parks, but trailer parks are selling up, not realizing that depending on how old your trailer is, it's so written with formaldehyde that it's unaliving you day by day anyway.
Well, I'll tell you what. There's a serious problem going on in Florida with homeowner associations.
You've noticed
Home,
that too?
huh?
You've noticed that too.
Absolutely. Homeowner associations. It's your house. Oh, you can't paint it that color. What?
I
But
won't
this is
live
my
in
house.
that. Yep.
Yeah, but you're a part of this association. What the hell? They didn't read they didn't read they didn't read what they signed. They didn't read, or they didn't catch on to the vague terminology. Oh yeah. Uh your driveway is set up for 2 cars, and there were 4 cars here the other day. Oh yeah, that was my family they're visiting. Did you get permission? Permission? This is my house. Permission from who? You're a part of an association. Oh damn, are you serious? Yeah. And then you get a little piece of mail in your mailbox. It's from the association. They're fining you $1,000 for not checking with the association. And your family rolled up, and there were 2 extra vehicles parked in front of your property. Isn't that nice?
That's why I
Huh?
tell people that race is a real thing, racism is a real thing, but they also use it as a form of distraction. And
Oh, huge distraction.
a lot of this, I keep telling people, is going to be more of a class issue. How much assets and money you have and how you contribute to society, not about your skin color. They're just distracting you right now until all of this crap hits the fan. And it's
The
going
sk-
to hit the fan.
oh yeah. Well, the whole skin color issue is the best distraction that they have, because what percent of the population actually has the most amount of money? It's only like 1%, right?
And we know who they are.
So how do you stop 99% of the population from whooping your butt? Well, you're gonna
Convince
have to
them that,
divide and conquer.
yep, convince them they're each other's enemy.
Yep, divide and conquer by any means. Oh no, I know this guy is dark, but he's got straight hair. He's got one up on you. So sorry. What? What do you mean?
And the
What?
newest one, the greatest one is, yeah, you might be black, but at least you're American in comparison to these other ones coming trying to steal your jobs. People better start
No,
waking up.
they're trying to take your black job. That's the latest. You got a black job.
Trump knew what he was doing when he said that stuff. People better not get it twisted.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, he's a master at that.
They're going to put y'all back in chains. And that's when Joe Biden was still in his right mind. He knew what he was saying when he said that. I keep telling
Yes.
our people, it don't matter if you were born here. It don't matter if you came here as an immigrant, then became a citizen. It don't matter if you're first generation. It's time to start connecting these dots.
People are sleeping. They got their Xboxes going on full blast.
They got their gender war, black men hate black women hate black men, going at each other like children. Like, you do realize other groups are laughing at us when y'all do this old clownish stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for you, to be honest.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You
How
know,
Go ahead, because you making me laugh.
when I competed in boxing, martial arts, whatever the hell, uh, it wasn't about anything. It wasn't about color. It wasn't about anything. And the way that your coach used to remind you of that was get in there because they put their pants on the same way you do, one leg at a time. So get up in there. Nothing about, oh, be scared of this guy. He's Norwegian, and you know how they are. None of that nonsense. And that's how we should be with each other. It shouldn't be about no, this person's gonna have to pay a higher rate of return on their loan because their hair is too curly. Let's go.
There
Higher
is
rate.
a red line in yep.
But when they do that to you, what do? Why do you go back to these people? It happened in jail. This one guy comes up to me, says, listen, you got to hear what this guy's saying. He's a knucklehead. What is he saying? Check this out. Come here. Listen to this. Yo, he's asking the dude. The dude is sitting on the floor, and he's asking him, yo, you like buying Timberlands? Well, that was around the time that it came out that Timberland was, the owner of Timberland said he didn't make those shoes for us.
I remember
They're not
that.
Yeah. So when he said that, the kid said, yeah, I don't care, because I like them because they're whatever he described them as. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, this kid really don't. I mean, if that is true, you're willing to just give up your power to an individual that doesn't appreciate you.
The same with Cristal Liquor and Gucci. And black people will be on this internet fighting over Gucci, and that brand flat out said they didn't cater to us.
Hey, Rich, have a good night, man. Have a good night. Thank you. And whenever you come up, man, if you want to come up on the panel, you're more than welcome, man. Thank you for coming, man. Yeah, they're going to be at each other's throat for the Gucci. Gucci don't give a damn about you.
They don't. And they've told them that they don't. And black people still be out here fighting. It happened in New York City, I think, last year, this year, where Gucci put out a sale. And them Negroes was lined up with everybody else, sitting up there fighting over spots in line. I'm like, y'all childish. Why don't you fight over spots in line for some healthy fruit and vegetables? Or fighting spots in line to get your heart checked to see if you ain't got heart disease. Y'all fight over stupid stuff.
And you're making a statement and you're telling these people you're going to give up your power regardless. They're not going to stop.
I have never owned anything Gucci, and that was before they said it. Now I definitely won't for the rest of my life. They didn't offer an apology for that. Just like I've never owned Timberland boots. Used to wish I had the money to own them, but didn't. Now I'll never own a pair. They didn't apologize for that.
I don't buy Timberland after that.
I won't.
No.
Yep.
For what?
For what?
So I'm going to empower you. You don't care for me. You disrespect me. You will not allow somebody like me to climb up the ladder of your company fairly And I'm going to make it possible for you to continue on with this behavior by giving up my power and contributing my power to you along with other people. No, that doesn't make any sense.
Yep. If I know you don't like black people and everybody's like, yeah, but you can't keep running from every brand, understand that there are brands that are not owned by black people that embrace y'all. So why would you go buy from someone who doesn't?
Exactly. 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 And there are enough of us out there pointing out who they are. You're going to ignore them? That's your leverage. You want change? That's how you do it.
Just like
With your,
MLK. Yep.
just like what?
Like MLK with that Montgomery bus boycott. They cut it back on that quick and found out them black folks wasn't playing with them. They was walking places with sore feet, didn't care, and they found out.
Well, they found out the hard way.
Yep,
That was a huge wake up call.
it was.
But that was a different mindset that people had back then. They were ready. They were ready to use that leverage.
We don't do that now, and it bothers me.
Nah, because you got to be like Cardi B. You got to be like Sexy Red. You got to
You
be
know,
like
I
all these rappers.
I didn't know who Sexy Red and Suki Hana and Glorilla. Never knew who these stupid people were until people kept talking about their antics.
Yeah.
Meg the Stallion, and I think she's absolutely. Oh, she's a businesswoman. No, she's ridiculous.
Business. No.
I would never buy, and I'm black and wouldn't buy nothing with linked to Meg the Stallion. I want no part of her. A stallion is a male horse anyway. She's taken on male traits and while pretending to be feminine. A stallion is a male, always has been. She ain't no stallion.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
You're funny. I need to quit cutting you off. That is rude. I don't.
No,
I
no, 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 no. That doesn't bother me not at all, because I have a tendency of I don't know if you can see it. It's like a see it right there. There's like a motor right there. That's what makes my mouth keep going out. I'll talk nonstop.
But whoever
Y-
that guy was that just left was your guest, he's correct. We try to tell these people and they don't want to hear it. Where I disagree with him is while there is a lack of knowledge amongst a lot of our people, I still
Yeah.
think some choose to be willfully ignorant because
Choose. Yes.
yes,
It's a choice. Damn it.
it's a choice to be that stupid. And see, the thing is, it's not going to help you come 2030. I read them stats. They're not looking good for a lot of them working fast food because those jobs were easy. It's about to get harder for them. Look at that woman that just shot and killed the other woman over a fight over chicken. At I forgot it's Popeyes. This woman killed this woman. She was going through the drive-through and killed a fast food worker, both of them black, over chicken. And come to find out, this same woman previously stabbed a 8 to 9 month pregnant woman, and her and the baby survived. You shot a woman working at a fast food restaurant, not making much anyway, over chicken.
That's ridiculous.
Yep. Because you haven't
A
learned.
piece of chicken
Yep.
is more valuable than a life.
Yep. I saw the footage of her in court trying to pretend to cry, then she turned around, took off her mask, and was giggling with her supporters. Ma'am, you just took out a wife and mother over chicken when she was doing her job. You're about to go to jail. This is not funny. That's our communities, though. And when you try to tell them, I'm to the point where now I pray for a lot of them and just keep my distance. If it's like you and the guy that's just here, I'll speak
Yep.
with y'all. But people who don't want to help themselves, they're gonna rob you when times get bad. I knew what I was doing when my husband and I bought this house on a dead end street. You have to fight hard to find me. I knew what I was doing.
Yep. That was coordinated.
I do believe some of our people suffer from a lack of knowledge, but when people like you try to help them, even Erica Williams was saying behind the scenes, black women will get a hold of her and be cursing and acting a fool. Well, you could have said it like this. How? There's no way to sugarcoat this. It's about to suck in this country. There's no way to help y'all through that. You're gonna.
That's why I use. Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, I want you to say it.
That's why I use this venue to reach out, because I understand how precious time is. And although I want to help, I don't want to help to the point where it's going to be detrimental to my own growth.
Yep.
So I can make a video, just like what you do. You do the same thing. You inform. You're causing people to think outside of the box, and through this venue it could be done, and I don't have to be emotionally invested on any one individual.
Yep.
I'm doing my part to share what I know, so that it can't be said that I was selfish and didn't bother to help others out. No. But yeah, I'm not going to be running behind people who are going to do what they did to Erica, talk trash, all that other good stuff. You can do that on your own.
I agree.
You can do that on your own. So, Professor, what do you think? I think we had a good session today. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't have to stay on as long. I've been trying to recover from whatever the heck is going on with me anyway. But I brought that master plan community stuff up because it plays into your Whip It Out Wednesday.
It does.
You're going to have some backup. Incomes are going to become the norm. And if you don't start building communities, whether on or offline, instead of worrying about these stupid gender wars, oh, I'm high value this. You might be, but who cares? That ain't going to matter in 2030. You're going to be high value broke if you don't get it right.
You'll be high value nothing.
You're going to be high value nothing. I used to believe that money I don't worship money because of my belief in God. You're not supposed to, but quit being stupid. You need money, boo-boo.
You need it. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I just gave up on some people. I don't even care what your skin color and gender. I just give up on some people. You just gonna have to wait till after 2030 to see it, to be like, oh crap. I'm like, don't call me now, because I'm not gonna diminish my household to help you when I tried to.
No, that would be irresponsible if you did that.
That's what I mean. And I'm not gonna let myself go to the wayside because of you or any person.
Right. Absolutely. I agree with you 100% there.
Well, I know you probably got to eat, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to go eat.
That's good.
I'm going to go get some chicken, and I'm going to put my bulletproof vest on and go get that chicken just in case. Okay?
All right. That's fair.
Thanks for coming up.
Thank you.
Thanks, Professor. Thanks. And I haven't left you, okay?
Oh, I know. He's silly.
All right, Professor. Thanks again. Have a good night.
You as well. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.